What is going on, Sheep Army? This your boy Random Arts coming with a quick video. And on this video, guys, we're going to be talking about how Bone Shibaswap token could have a major squeeze on the upside like AMC and GameStop if these things happen, guys. So before I get into it, like always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinion about Bone Shibaswap token. So guys, if you don't know what AMC is, it's just the movie theater stock, as well as GameStop, which is a game where you could purchase games at. So back in the day, we had this big squeeze on AMC as well as this big squeeze on GameStop. Now some of it was dealing with, especially with GameStop, it was dealing with two different things. It was dealing with short sellers as well as gamma squeeze. AMC, same thing, was mainly dealing with gamma squeeze. So what a gamma squeeze is, I'm not going to get too in depth into it. I'm going to keep everything at the surface level so that way this video is not as long. I'm not trying to make this video long. So a gamma squeeze, the only thing that you need to just know about it for this video is that it forces market makers to go out and purchase these stocks at the market value. So as they continue to start purchasing at market value, you have FOMO, people buying in, which just causes the squeeze to start to happen. So, while Bone is not going to have a gamma squeeze because we don't have options per se for Bone, but what we do have that replaces somewhat of an option or somewhat of the forced buy-in is centralized exchanges as well as decentralized exchanges. So centralized exchanges in this scenario would play the part of a market maker. So currently right now, in order, because all the Bone tokens as far as the 230 million is currently fully minted out, and if we just even take a look at where does these Bone lie in at, we have 10% currently right now on a centralized exchange, and this is the updated Bone wallet. As far as where I got this from, was on Etherscan, but it just outlines where are most of the holders residing at. So right now, between 10 million to 40 million, two wallet falls between that range, which is the T-Bone wallet, which is the staking for Bone. And the second one is MEXC, which is a centralized exchange, and they hold 13 million Bone. So between MEXC and all these other exchanges, they own 10% of the supply of Bone. So the way that we could actually cause this squeeze to happen is by simply just removing our tokens from the centralized exchange and putting it on a decentralized exchange, guys. And the reason why, I'm not a decentralized exchange, but onto a decentralized wallet. So that means you would be in control of your Bone. You would have your own seed phrase, and some wallets include Trust Wallet, MetaMask, SafePal. Those are the top, in my opinion, the top three wallets that's currently out right now, where you could be the custodian of your own crypto. So by you taking that out, because sometimes this is the game that some of the centralized exchanges like to play. So especially for a hot crypto asset, they would still have it, even if they don't have the full supply of that crypto, like in their possession, how they're supposed to be 1-to-1 at every time. They would still sell it, and once they sell it, they'll use that money that you purchase and wait either for a dip for them to go back to the open market to be able to purchase it. So if we take our tokens off of the centralized exchanges, it's going to force them to be able to buy these tokens at a faster, rapid pace, even while the price is going up, even if it's not advantageous to them. They're always looking for the most advantageous, aspect, or the just pretty much they're looking for the right time to be able to buy this if it's a hot crypto asset. Now we've seen this happen for Pepe, guys. One thing about Pepe, all of their tokens has already been minted out. So as they were getting listed on these centralized exchanges, there wasn't a lot of centralized exchanges that had them, but as they started getting more and more, they had to go to these decentralized exchanges like Uniswap, SushiSwap, whatever type of swap that was available that had Pepe, to buy it on there, which would causing this big price increase. This is mainly the reason why you're seeing a lot of these other wannabe Pepe's or wannabe cryptocurrencies that's trying to do the same thing as Pepe but not having the same success, is because they don't have the same formula. The formula is with centralized exchanges coming in and buying these tokens so that way it could be on their platform. So if we reverse engineer the same thing and keep our tokens off of these centralized exchanges, then guess where they have to come? They have to come to the decentralized market to be able to buy it. So of course the amount of decentralized token that's out there going to start decreasing, but it's going to in turn increase the price of Bone. So then all these tokens, they go back to their centralized exchange, and if we do the same thing and just start putting it in our wallets and just this represent right here just us putting it in our wallet, then the pattern of them having to keep up just to keep their inventory higher is going to repeat itself again. Because again, what they could do is still sell you, even if they don't have it in their inventory, they could sell it to you, you buy it, but they go back to the open market waiting on a dip for them to be able to get in. And that way they just made money, twice on you, from the fees, not only from the fees, but from them buying it at a lower price than where you were initially buying it at. And I just made this video too, guys, yesterday, saying that, crypto.com will start buying Bone again due to FOMO. And look at how much Bone was on their platform as of yesterday, 1.5 million. Fast forward it to today, Bone on crypto.com 1.7. So already starting to buy Bone, guys. And another aspect of it too is due to the fact that if we take a look at Bitcoin here, this graph right here, this represent number of deposits as far as going into exchanges. When it was very low, and this is I'm talking about Bitcoin was sub $1,000 when I was buying it in at. There wasn't a lot of centralized exchanges that had Bitcoin on their platform, but as it was low, of course the price had this huge increase. Now keep in mind, before it even got to 1,000, Bitcoin was somewhere around like $300-400. So from $300 going all the way up to $19,000, because there wasn't a lot of Bitcoin on exchanges. People were just holding it. They had to go to the open market to be able to get these Bitcoins on their platform, guys. So it's just as simple as that. So if you want to see the price of Bone go parabolic, kind of like AMC, kind of like Pepe, and even like Sheeb, because the same thing happened to Sheeb. These centralized exchanges, they had to do the same thing for Sheeb. They had to go in the open market because there wasn't Sheeb available. So that's really the point that I'm trying to drive into, you guys, is the scarcer that we make Bone available, kind of like how Sheeb was. Sheeb was just very scarce on these decentralized Uniswap and stuff like that. They had to come in and make massive buys just to be able to keep up with the demand. So again, FOMO is going to kick in for Bone because people are going to keep seeing Bone going higher. It's now finally just hitting on some of people's radar. And they're going to probably buy it somewhere at 2 once they start seeing it keep going up. They're like, man, I should have bought it. And that's the FOMO just start kicking in. But if we don't if we don't make it available on these centralized exchanges, then of course this is going to make the price of Bone skip, and we could see $100, $200 on Bone a lot faster, especially if Shibarium launch, because then that's going to make the token in itself even more scarcer. So big stuff coming in for Bone. I analyzed this, guys, and I'm telling you, this is definitely the next big one if things continue to progress the way that it does. So let me know down in the comment below, guys. Are you a part of this number right here, owning your bone on a decentralized wallet, or do you keep yours on a centralized exchange? And if you keep it on a centralized exchange, get it out. But yeah, guys, Random March signing off. Hopefully you enjoyed the rest of your Saturday. Peace.